Trafford, the home of Manchester United, a special place that makes the heart beat faster. The theatre of dreams has provided some of the most magical skill ever seen in world football. And this is your chance to discover the key to Manchester United's success.
We've always believed in the player who has complete control of the ball. That's what we are looking for, the player who makes a difference.
At some point in a game, you can't just depend on running. This involves skill.
You'll meet the stars of Manchester United, and they'll give you the tips from the top.
Down and shoot.
The new boys and the old hands guide you through a few essentials.
The moment you make a mistake, it's over. You go for the next one. You never stop doing it.
You'll get a chance to see the skills from every angle and find out that anyone can give it a go and taste success on the ball.
Anyone can play in a game of football. You see it every Sunday, pub leagues, church leagues, everything. That doesn't mean say you're a footballer. The only way to become a top footballer is to practice. And the foundation I'm talking about is to give you that skill that you can take into a football field and then get on about being a footballer.
The Manchester United Academy has produced a dazzling array of stars. Giggs, Scholes and Beckham, to name but a few. The kids here start early. The youngest age group is just 9 years old.
And stop!
If you want to become a footballer, or even if you just want to play it on a Sunday with your mates, it's important to learn your skills to produce that on a match day.
We're trying to instill in some skill that they will use in a football game, especially at the very highest level, where that bit of skill can make all the difference between winning and losing a game.
I could see in Ruud a really immature, raw centre-forward of the old style. Only concern was, that net, where is that net? And loved hitting the net.
I think a step over is a great skill to use in a game because it's very functional and it's quite easy to use as well. It's a skill that will work 9 out of 10 times.
Ruud's not the only Dutchman at the club. René Meulenstein is the skills development coach at Manchester United, and it's his job to teach the academy kids and you how to improve your game.
Come on, boy. Ah, well done. Good lads. Ready? Right. This skill does exactly what it says. Let me show you. It's to step over. So I'm running with the ball, over and change direction. 4 steps to remember for this skill.
Step 1. Plant your foot here, what we will call behind the ball. Step 2. Swing your kicking foot around the ball. Step 3. Bring your non-kicking foot in alongside the ball. Step 4. With that same foot, take the ball away.
You can do this skill anywhere on the park. And it also works very well when there's a defender around you. Justin, can you be my defender for a sec? So we're both running in the same direction. You try to come in front of me to block me. I use the step over to get out of trouble, right? Here we go. Hop, and away I go, okay? Right, Justin, now you come and do it. Well, you're left or right footed? Left footed, right, I'm gonna go this side then, right? Whoa, and just bring it back, Justin. Right, just come in. Hold it there. Now, swing your foot around with your right foot. Stop. What's wrong about this? Exactly right. He's turning into me, and he's not shielding. See it, Justin? Now I can take the ball. Take the ball back, again, and we do it again with our left. Turn away from me as a defender. That's it. Excellent. Good stuff.
The side the defender is on determines which foot you swing around the ball. If he's on your left, use the right foot. If he's on your right, use your left.
Try to emphasize that swing over the ball like you're going to cross or kick it. Right, you pretend you cross and then you swing your leg around. Good.
You don't need the great facilities of Manchester United to improve your skills. All the top players started out practicing with their friends. It's the best way to learn.
The best players, the ones who love the football, you don't have to send them out to practice. They will be outside all day.
Say hello to Ruud.
Hi.
Hi, I know.
Potsy.
I met you all before, didn't I?
Yeah. When?
How are you? That's what I remember when I was a kid. I would just, you know, when my mom shouted me in for a meal, I didn't want to go in because you want to stay outside. You want to, you know, copy a skill that the player did on TV. And that's what you did the whole day, and show it to your friends who could do it first. I had to work very, very hard to be where I am now. It's not like very natural that it happened to me. And I think if you work hard, you can achieve a lot, and that's what I always try to do. I think it's important that you think first which way you want to go. You see a certain space. For example, you know, that's very crowded with defenders, and there you see the opening. So you know where you want to go, and that's that way. That's the first thing. Second thing is, you know, you're going to do the movement, you know? You're going to think, okay, I want to go there, which skill am I going to use? And I think this one is a very useful one to use. And I think it's a matter of doing the skill and turn very quickly to turn away from your defender.
Practice with your left and right until you're confident with each skill using either foot.
You think you can do it, Tom? Right? Use Ruud as your defender.
Okay.
Right? Which way are you going to go? Where's the defender? On that side. Okay, fine. Off you go. Excellent.
That's good.
Brilliant.
I think he did it with his left. He can try it with the outside of his right too, because maybe you're more quicker with the outside to make the turn. If you do the step over like this, you need to make a step and take it with the left. It takes maybe longer than if you take the outside.
Fair point. Yeah.
Like that.
Can you do that, Tom? Can you try that once more with the tips Ruud gave you? Right, you know where Ruud is?
Yes,
excellent.
He's quicker now, huh?
Fast feet are a must if you're going to be a top player. And nobody in the English game has faster feet than Cristiano Ronaldo.
Bem-vindos for our new players.
I think it's just the way I play. Ever since I was a youngster in Madeira, I've always been a player that enjoyed taking someone on one-on-one. It's in my nature, and I've always done this.
see, Dick, how quick. So, again on that one more. Hop. Hop. Excellent, excellent. Now then, that is a combination of a lot of moves, isn't it? Step over, scissors, roll it across and all that. But he never loses the ball. He's always in control of the ball.
His speed with the ball, either foot, manipulating it, making decisions in and outside of full-back, playing and then moving in another position, and done at speed. And everything was done at great speed. And I think that was the thing that made me sit up.
Come on,
It's the sort of speed that means it had to be Ronaldo against the rest. It may sound unfair, but Ronaldo gave the others a head start to make up for it.
Good boys.
When you're facing a player, you want to keep the ball, try to change your speed and direction. Well, that way they can't tackle you. Try to cross the ball quickly so it can't be intercepted.
tentarem cruzar logo para que eles não possam reposicionarem-se logo de seguido momento.
Football seems to speak all languages at Manchester United. Now it was time for the academy players to show some skills of their own.
Oh!
It's just like continuing living a dream to be able to come and play with your best mates, and I've been lucky that my brother and my best mates have been playing here with me for like 10 years now, going out in front of 70,000 people, the laughs that we have in the changing room. I don't think I'll ever be able to replace that in my life when it goes, and that's why you want to continue doing it for as long as possible, and anybody who has the opportunity to become a football player, you know, never let it pass.
And hold it there, Jim, and hold it there. Just hold on to the ball, just bring it over here. Let me show you. Let me show you this. Let me show you the stop turn, which is a great skill to keep the ball in play. There's the line. Ball is running towards the line. Stop turn. Anton, can you come out as my defender? Stop turn is also a great skill, right, to shield the ball from the defender and change direction instantly. Right, so Anton and I running down the line. Are you ready? And I use the stop turn to get away with him. Here we go, look. Let me talk you through the different steps of the stop turn.
Step 1. Plant your non-kicking foot beside the ball. Step 2. Plant your kicking foot on top of the ball. Step 3. Roll the ball backwards, plant your kicking foot behind the ball and turn your body. Step 4, take the ball away in the opposite direction.
Just watch me as the defender when Anton turns, how quickly he gets away. Ah!
Watch here as the ball stops and rolls back in the opposite direction. Turn as quickly as you can to get away from the defender.
That's what we're going to practice. Off you go. There you go. Well done.
Only by practicing a skill can you really perfect it. Little sessions like this can help iron out any problems with your technique.
Let me show you one thing, man. You just did a stop turn, but you just stopped the ball, right? Now, better is, watch this, boys, it's better if you do the stop turn, right? You're coming, Ben. You do a stop turn and you're rolling it backwards, which shields the ball from the defender. At the same time, you make a bigger step and it gets you away quicker from the defender.
Practice on your own or with a friend. It's a simple skill, but it's one that will always get you out of trouble. And it's one that the pros use too.
You have to win, but you have to win playing a certain way, and that's something that has always been, as a fan, I've always been aware of that, and as a player even more so.
Is there anything particular which you say, if I really have to break it down, that you say, right, this is the thing where I'm really looking for?
I think you'd always try and make sure that when you do something like that, that you try and disguise that you are going to cross it, or disguise that you're going to take it on, so that they're expecting you to go and then you turn. It's been unpredictable in the sense that you try and making them think you're going to do something differently, and then you switch quickly before they even know it, you're gone. And the change, as soon as you change direction, you're always going to have a head start and always get your body in between you and the man. Make sure that you protect that ball. He's going to be there on the inside. You make sure that your body, your arms out, so that he can't get near that ball. You go boom, and throw it away. He then, I'll guarantee you'll have 2 or 3 yards start on him, and you can pass it away, or you can then maybe dribble inside or whatever.
Don't lose possession. Turn away using a stop turn.
And then it's a simple technique, but they're the basic ones that they're the ones that you use most in a game as a defender. You know, it doesn't have to be, you know, great skills. You can beat a man by just, or change direction by just simple things like a stop turn.
A vital point as well is that part of the disguise is you keep on running up, because defenders do the obvious. They always want to come in front, don't they? So the moment is that when he passes you, you feel him.
Yeah.
That's the arm as well. You feel him coming.
I think when you put your arm out, you're wanting to know where your opponent is. As soon as I've got Rennie there, I know then I can go there and he's never going to get back before me.
Because I'm always still in the forward.
If I put my arm out and he's behind me, I know not to do a stop turn because I know he's not alongside me. For instance, if I'm not going to do a stop turn now because I know René's behind me. But if he's alongside me, or if he's in front of me, if I can feel him there, then I can go.
The other thing is, Gary, if I would stay behind you and you would still be on your run, right, to make sure that I can't get in front of you, what would be the other thing what you're thinking of doing then?
I would always want to go.
You cut across, don't you?
If a defender tries to read you and you can see that he thinks you're going to do a stop turn, go across him and put your arm across him. I mean, that's the ultimate thing to try and do anyway. So always to try and get past the defender and to get across his body. Once you're across his body, you're talking penalties, free kicks, or you beat him and you're maybe through towards goal. I'm never going to be a Ryan Giggs where I can dribble past people like that, but something just to be able to produce something that is a little bit unpredictable in the last third. Because as a defender at Manchester United, you can't just be a defender, you have to be an attacker as well, especially if you're a full-back. And you have to be able to go forward, cross the ball, but to be able to actually produce something in the final third as well. You've seen Mikhail do it, and John O'Shea can beat a man in the last third of the pitch. That's something that I'm looking to improve, also this year as well.
At every level, skill is the foundation for any United player. But that doesn't have to mean outrageous flicks and showboating. The basic skills are important to learn if you want to make it as a pro. These guys want to win, even in a kick around.
I've started at the bottom rung of the ladder and you never feel as though you're going to get there, but you can get there. You just practice and enjoy your football, and they have got the best grounding in the world at this club. The coaching here is better than anywhere else, as it should be. It's the best club, and that's the reason I'm here today, is because of the coaching that I received and the hours that they put in with me.
Keane's up there with the best of the captains.
Have you seen him play football?
You have to have a certain personality to be a captain.
To have him as the captain in the middle, just as like as if you have an extra man.
What are the pressures of being the captain of the biggest club in the world? What's the best way to lead? There's only one man at United with the answer.
Being captain for me is it's just a bonus really, because I'd feel, when you got 11 players out there, you should all have the same aims and you should all be trying to win a football match and basically do anything for each other as soon as you cross that white line.
Leading the team out at Old Trafford is not for the faint-hearted.
When you're standing in town, you're just ready. Let's get it on.
How do you inspire the team?
I think actions, definitely. I think we can all talk the talk, but I think the most important thing is maybe how I perform, and try and lead in the right way.
Although he blasts players a lot and he's encouraging because his influence is such huge and his personality is huge, there are the moments where he puts the hammer on the shoulder. So all the sort of encouraging, the urging he does during the game was forgotten after the game. Well, we've got tomorrow.
Job, especially midfield, would be basically try and get the ball and maybe switch play and give to the lads who can play. We've got a lot of attack-minded players in the team, but my role would basically to maybe sit and protect the back four, and I'm quite happy to do that job.
Right, boys, remember why we need skills. We need skills anywhere on the pitch when there's no other player to pass to. You've got loads of skills. Just take your position in front of me here and let me show you this skill. Can I have the ball, Tom? Thank you. Have a look at this one, the inside hook turn. And out. Let me show you with the defender. Potsy, can you step in for a minute? You're the defender. Inside hook turn is an ideal skill, right, to shield the ball, to change direction, as well as the angle of attack.
Step 1. The ball needs to be at least a stride length in front of you. Step 2. Lift your kicking foot up and over, placing the inside of the foot in front of the ball. Step 3. Use a little jump to swing your non-kicking foot around the ball. Step 4. Push the ball past the defender.
Putsy, can you do it and I'll be your defender? Off you go. Excellent, and away. Fantastic.
Watch how the body rotates around the ball, protecting it from a defender and changing the angle of attack. If you're struggling with this one, remember the little jump in step 3. It'll help you speed up your turn.
Lana, can I have your ball? So if you're not comfortable, you know, with your inside, like that, what you then do is use the outside of your right foot, right? And the same thing, you can change direction with only needing 2 touches. Look, the ball is there, 1, 2, and you're out.
It's a skill FA Premier League players use all the time. It allows them to change the angle of attack and protect the ball from the opposition player. It will allow you to use your favourite foot to keep possession for your team. The steps are the same as the inside hook, but this time you use the outside of your kicking foot to go the other way.
Trying to instill in some skill that they will use in a football game, especially at the very highest level, where that bit of skill can make all the difference between winning and losing a game. So I think hopefully with these young kids here, if we can get a message across to them now, that everyone will reap the benefits in a few years' time, and hopefully they'll all make to the first team.
Just show Danny and then just give a couple of key points to make sure to make it work.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, first of all, watch the thing I'm trying to do there. I think in my position, as you said, René, you're going to be tackled from the side. Now, it's 100 miles an hour in the centre midfield. So what I'm doing is, watching I'm doing, yeah, I'm protecting the what? Can you get that there? No. Can you see it? No. No? And I'm low down. And if you try and come in that way, coming around this way, there you go. I'm away, and that's what I try and do. If you try and come in this way, there you go. It's as simple as that, but it's an important skill because in tight situations like that, especially in big games, in my position, I think if I lose it in the centre midfield, then you got these midfielders going against our back 4. So I think it's very important that I do shield the ball well. And not just this, you got to be strong and keep, you know, you've got no way of getting that ball there. Yeah, do you want to try again? You pass here, give us the ball. Here, you go, yeah. There you go. And if you come in from that side, come in again from that side. There you go, there you go. Now I'd be playing against lads that's a touch bigger than you maybe, and they might try and boot me, but if I get a free kick, that's well and good, as long as you've got the gist of it. Do you want me to try it with you? If I give you the ball, and I'm coming to tackle you, and you try, that's it. No matter how good I am at tackling, if you're shielding that ball, I've got no chance of getting it against you. And if I try and cheat and gamble this way, then you go back out that way, and then you're on against our back 4, and I'm out of the game. And that could be the difference between winning and losing the ball, something as small as that.
Brad, can you try, we go the other way around now, you go into Roy that way, you start with an outside, right, and if Roy recovers, you go that way, you come back in an inside. Yeah, Brad?
You got that, yeah?
When you are. Well done, keep going, and inside. Good, and away, well done, keep shielding it, excellent, good stuff.
Excellent. See, I couldn't even get the ball there, unless I fouled you. I was tempted, but you shielded the ball well, you went that way, I maybe tried to cheat a little bit, and you were gone there, and you were away. That was very well done, well done.
What are the other things you think which they need to, on the way up, you know, what they need to try to master?
Be determined and plenty of desire to try and to become a player for Manchester United, because that's what you need. I think you wouldn't be here unless you were talent. We all know you've got talent. I've seen you on the television before at the academy, and you're all skillful. But that is just a small part of it, lads. I'm telling you, it's a very, very small part. To get to the very top, you need desire and determination. You can enjoy yourself when you're working hard. You know, it's not against the rules, and you can laugh and enjoy yourselves. And hopefully you will do that today. We're going to have a little game now in a few minutes. Me and Scores are going to join in and enjoy it, because that's what football's all about for young kids.
So, as the captain says, enjoy your football and don't be afraid to try new skills. That's what the players at the academy are taught.
Switch it again. Well played, that's it. Well done it. Desperate. 1, 2, shoot. Great goal.
If you want to become a footballer, or even if you just want to play it on a Sunday with your mates, it's important to learn your skills, to produce that on a match day, whether it be in front of 60,000 at Old Trafford or just a few people in the park. If you're good at it, then you're bound to enjoy it, so it doesn't matter what sort of scale you're performing in front of.
Talking about this skill, I can only think of one player, Ryan Giggs. Everybody knows his fantastic runs at pace, at the defender, and off balancing him, by this skill. There's not too many steps to this skill. In fact, there's only 2.
Step 1. Change the direction of the ball with the inside of the foot. Step 2. Change the direction with the outside. Like all skills, practice first with a static ball, then at walking pace, and then build up until you can run at full speed, keeping control of the ball.
Tom, can you come out a minute? Because you are like Ryan Giggs left-footed. If you can step out there to the 18-yard line, I'm going to pass the ball to you. And when you receive it, Tom, you just come towards us, shifting the ball at an angle each time, and when you get in shooting positions, you just shoot at goal. Ready? Right. In, out, bang. Brilliant, fantastic.
It's simple but effective. Shift your weight and keep moving the ball, and a defender won't know what to do.
Go.
It's so important to practice skills with both feet. The ability to beat an opponent on either side makes it twice as hard for a defender to get the ball.
Great finish, well done. Well done, well done. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Excellent. Yes, Popsy. Change angles, good, and shoot. Go past them if you can, good. Keep going. At pace. Good, excellent. Yes, well done. Very good.
I think when you get the ball at your feet and you know you're going to be taking on a defender, you can feel the crowd's expectation, and you just get an extra buzz really. It just gives you an extra spring in your step.
I'm Potsy.
All right. Hiya.
My mate loves Wales.
What's that?
My mate loves Wales.
Does he?
And Cardiff City.
Wales and Cardiff City?
Yeah.
My second team, that, Cardiff.
Yeah.
So I used to support. When you come to United, you're playing with the best young players in the country, and you have to up your game. What I try to do is when I get the ball is unbalance the defender. And that's by moving your body, but more importantly, moving the ball. So the defender's trying to go for the ball, and he can't because you keep moving it. The ideal situation is if you get the defender turning the other way, so he can't see you. So you've got him turning the other way, and he don't know which way you're going. That's the ideal situation, really, for me.
A bit like this, as Giggs bamboozles the Chelsea defence.
First touch is important. So what I'm trying to do is unbalance him.
Fantastic. Excellent. Can you show the players clearly what is actually happening with your feet to still keep, control of the ball?
The better you get at it, I mean, if it's getting touches of the ball outside of the foot, inside of the foot, so you want to go forward or you want to go sideways. Even the top of the foot, sometimes you may need that to get yourself out of trouble.
What particular part of the foot are you using by doing these little touches, you know?
You're on your toes and you want to unbalance the defender, so that's the main part of the foot that I use.
It's the front part, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just the instep.
Tom, you're the attacker now.
Yep.
And Ryan is going to be the defender. So make your way out of there, right? Ryan will feed in the ball and see if you can off-balance Ryan. There you go, Tom. Keep going, keep going.
Good, that's good.
Excellent.
Brilliant, Tom.
Pick up the ball, Tom, quickly.
That's brilliant, that's perfect, because he had such good close control, I couldn't go and tackle him, because if I went to tackle him, he could just nip it past me and I'd have to bring him down, or he'd get past me.
Right.
So that was a perfect example. If I had to say one thing, it would be sometimes trying to practice with your right foot, because sometimes you need your right foot. Just close control, because you just use your left foot then. So if you're a defender, I'm thinking, right, his right foot's his weak point. I'm going to show him onto his right.
Yeah.
So if a defender does that, you should be comfortable enough to attack his right and go on and shoot. You need to have good balance, and you use your arms. You make sure you've got good control of the ball, and that's what I try and do, really. I've come across defenders, they don't look at the ball, they look at me.
Yeah.
They're just looking in my eyes. And first time you come across that, you're thinking, whoa, what's he doing?
That combination of skill and pace terrifies defenders.
One of the hardest skills, running at pace and shooting. Because there's only one way that you can shoot, really, I mean, which is just... if you're running at pace, you can't give the keeper the eyes or place it. So if you beat a defender and you're through on goal, the first thing to do is just steady yourself.
So let's say you come to the end of the run, right?
Yeah.
So you're approaching the ball now.
Shift it onto my left, yeah.
Right, and then like your step to the ball is the big one, short one?
I think you need short steps coming into it.
Right.
Because you might not have a lot of time in the penalty box, you need to do it quickly. So it's just short step, and then just hit it.
Is there a good way for the kids, because we've seen shooting and all that, to practice that on their own?
Maybe picking a spot on the wall, get some chalk, mark a spot on the wall, and just keep hitting it. Hit it against the wall, control it, and just trying to hit the spot. You know, if I wasn't a footballer, I'd still be playing it. And you've got it as a career. I mean, I've got friends who I played with when I was 14, 15, still playing a Saturday, still playing a Sunday, and that would have been the case with me.
One man sums up the desire to win that has made this club the biggest in the world. Sir Alex Ferguson arrived at Old Trafford in 1986 and since then has become the most successful manager of the modern era.
It's football through and through, and that can only rub off on the players, and I think that's why we've been, quite successful over the last few years, because all he cares about is football and Manchester United.
Come on, what are you going to do? You're going to express yourself.
He has the respect of everyone. He's a great man. He's a great coach, and for me, it's been easy because I just jump in, listen to his words of wisdom, and try and follow them.
And it's not just the new players that the boss has influenced.
Take him on, excellent.
The answers you want for the questions you want, because he's handled so many players, and that's the first thing, the man management and how down to earth he was.
You've seen the photograph in my office, have you? 11 guys sitting on the top of the Empire State Building. Have you seen that photograph?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, you've seen it, right? And these guys were Navajo Indians, right? And if one fell, the other one grabbed them. Maybe 2 or 3 would die at one time just to save each other. You can't have a better example of teamwork than that, can you? So you've got to do everything for your team. That's how United have won all these things. It's not been one individual. Maybe an individual has made a difference, but the team has always been good. All worked hard. There's nothing wrong with working hard. Okay? Well done. You got a haircut. Good as that lard. There's a lard that's on that. What are you putting it? Gel.
The boss is unbelievable. I think he's one of the most thorough managers in the game, and that's why you get so many people join Man United and play for us.
First and foremost, you've got to be able to control the ball and pass it. all the great players do it. It's probably just one of the simplest things to do. Pass it from A to B, but you know, without that, you won't get very far in the game. And I think young kids have got to learn that. The basics of the games is one of the most important things you do when you're growing up.
Different range of passes. You know, sometimes you have to receive it, sometimes you want to knock it straight back. Just Anton, can I give you a little example what I mean? Because Nick is a midfield player linking a lot of with midfielders or defenders. If he comes and play it in, most of the time you just play and knock it and set some other player to go. Yeah. Just knock it into Nicky a couple of balls. Just spread out a little bit, boys, so Nicky can maybe play you the ball, and let's have a go with a couple of one-touch passes. Play it a little bit harder. Play it a little bit harder. Good. Be ready, on your toes. Right. Good. Excellent. Just step in, Nick, 1 second. You had a couple of one-touches here, right? And all of them, and actually you actually changed direction as well with them. Can you just talk through in a couple of key points what is important to make sure, you know, that ball goes where you want?
Yeah, I think when the ball comes into you, it's important to get your foot next to the ball, not kicking it, get yourself set right, and pass the ball with an instep and lock your ankle. And depending on distance, you're going to follow through with your foot as well. I think it's very important to where you're going to pass the ball.
Sometimes, or loads of times, there's nobody you can directly pass to. You have to receive it, right? Just a couple of these. Play it in.
Make sure your first touch is out of your feet as well, and it helps. You get set for the next pass. Yeah, I think it's quicker, isn't it, if you do it like that. Make sure you try and hit the middle of the ball to try and keep it on the deck, depending on where you want it to go. In the air, obviously, a bit lower, and so on.
That's great, Nicky, because these passes with the instep, they're very accurate.
Yeah.
But some occasions, you know, you want to really change the play over maybe 30, 40 yards. What is then the big difference in terms of the approach to the ball and your position of the foot?
I think, obviously, it's more, the more distance it is, you know, the more you've got to get your foot through the ball, so it's more of a bigger run-up.
Yeah, can you show me one?
Yep.
And when you give it more of a swerve to it?
Around the, yeah.
Yeah?
More basically around maybe a full back into the path of the winger. It's more, in step, top of the boot like that, and it bends, a bit of bend on it.
Right. Can you show me this one?
Yep.
Excellent.
Learn your skills for when you don't have a friend to pass to, but practice your passing for when you do.
When you're only young, you don't put too much pressure on yourself. I think you go out and just play with your mates and develop different techniques, different skills, and you just even in the back garden on your own, get a ball and keep it up and just practice things you see professionals doing. If you keep doing that, you'll master it eventually.
The skills are coming thick and fast, so it's a good time to make sure you remember the basics. Remember, pass it if you can, and always be on the move.
I'll play.
If you've got a bit of skill to set somewhere on, do it.
I'll play.
Yes, we're done.
You're watching the game, so you see when there's a problem with the play. Jump up, ready to run on. You've got to wait for the referee to signal, and you've got to get to the play as quick as you can, assess the injury. Initially, to see if it's your really major injury, it's extremely rare. Most other injuries, they're not immediately serious. So you do have time to be able to assess it. A few seconds can tell you a lot of information. I used to work in the old training ground, and the difference of coming here is amazing. The amount of things we can do with the players, the extra things we can do. We can get the players back to fitness quicker, certainly with having such good facilities.
Go.
They're very professional. Obviously, at a club like this, the players are all very professional, and that helps them to cope with it, because it's not as if they're sort of waiting for the injury to get better. They're doing work to get it better. It's very important that when they're injured, that they accept it's their injury and their problem, and they have to do the work to get better.
One player who has had his fair share of injury problems at United is Wes Brown. Rob Swire and his team have overseen his recovery from a serious knee injury.
He knows exactly what you need. I mean, sometimes you can be further ahead then maybe that's written down on the sheet, and he sort of sees that and maybe pushes you a bit further. And, you know, if you tell him something's niggling, you know, he'll tell you to slow down a bit, take your time for a few days. Just little things like that.
Best sort of warm-up for a kid to do at home before the training would be just to have a jog about for 5 minutes, just around the pitch or backwards and forwards, things like that, nice and light, just to increase the heart rate a bit and get the blood flowing around the legs, the joints and muscles and everything. And then just at the end of the 5 minutes, if they looked about a 20-metre distance and just did maybe 2 or 3 stronger runs there, not sprints, but 2 or 3 stronger runs to get into it, with a little jog back to the beginning in between each one. And then if they did a couple of sprints over 10 metres, again with a slow jog back to the beginning, that would be fine to get going.
Fortune is one of the most naturally gifted players in the United squad. He's the perfect man to demonstrate one of football's best known but most effective skills, the Cryuff, named after legendary Dutch player Johan Cryuff.
The best skill to turn instantly is a Cryuff turn. Let me show you. Nicky, can I have your ball? So you're running at pace. You want to change direction very quickly. Have a look. Right? That was with my right foot. Now one with my left. You're running at pace again. The ball is in front. And you turn and change direction quickly. There's 4 steps to this skill. And the first one is very important.
Give yourself space. Too close to the ball and the skill won't work. Step 2, plant your non-kicking foot beside the ball. You want to look as if you're going to kick it. Look at the space created. Step 3, bring your kicking foot in beside the ball. Step 4, flick the ball with the kicking foot behind your standing leg.
Let's pretend Nicky is the defender, I'm attacker, with the back against towards the goal. You're the defender chasing me, right? So I'm running out of the box, right? You ready? Yeah. Good. There, and this skill is going to get me back into the box, ready to have a shot at goal. I'm the defender this time, you're the attacker, running out the box, and your skill is going to bring you back in. Ready? Yeah. Go. Brilliant finish as well.
It's your body shape that makes it look as if you're going to shoot or cross. Exaggerate the move with your arms. Make sure you swing your kicking foot really fast to make the defender think you're going to kick it.
Well done, Anton. Good. That's it.
Yeah. Doesn't matter, you know, if you haven't got the best of skills, but if you really want something in life, you know, work hard for it and have a dream. All dreams are possible if you really want it, so.
And this is what hard work, practice and a sprinkling of natural talent can create.
You don't like that, you don't like that. That's nice. You guys ready? What? You're gonna have to be careful because I might just, you know, kick it straight at you. So very important is obviously get your good first touch, yeah? Head up to know, you know, where the other players are, where you're going, what position, and obviously where your defender is. So, for example, you defend the guys, yeah?
I'm defending.
Rennie's defending. Just start Rennie?
Yeah.
And I'm running. Right. Now, very important is where I put my leg, my right leg, and then when I bring it back, I got all the space to bring it back. So you got to use your imagination. You got to lift your head up, make Rennie think you're going to kick it over there, but you touch it out and you just bring it back. But as you're bringing it back, you keep yourself between Rennie, you know, you're in the middle, the ball, Rennie this side, and the ball the other side to protect the ball. Yep.
Well, yeah, excellent. One or 2 points I would like to, you know, you address. Because I was the defender here, yep. Right? And just pick the moment out when you're going to do it.
Okay.
Right, because we're both running that way.
Yeah.
And obviously you make me believe you're going to cross or shoot. So all the defenders try to come across. That moment there, because, you know, I was looking at your body position there, because you flicked behind your... Yeah, right. So you were there, I come storming in.
Touch it out.
Yeah. There, just that one.
That moment, yeah. Because my leg comes out, my head is up, Rennie thinks at that specific moment I'm going to kick it, but I bring it back and go the other direction.
We have a look. Larnell, can you come in for a minute, right? And we make you the attacker. Quinton is the defender now. He's right-footed, Quinton. Right, make sure, because he's really fast, Quinton, so you have to make up some ground, right? Are you ready, Larnell?
I'm coming,
go!
I'm coming. Yay! Well done.
Brilliant, excellent. Brad, you do it. Come on. Good stuff, that.
I'm coming. Hoi! Beautiful.
Excellent.
Nice.
Great stuff. Excellent. Brilliant. Well done. Quinton, Cryuff Turn. We've talked about it.
Yep.
In your position, most likely midfield.
Yep. Sometimes
centre, sometimes on the left.
Yep.
What particular things in the game, like say, makes you recognise, right, great moment for a Cryuff Turn?
When he's very tight. When I'm running down the line and I see 2 or 3 defenders maybe in a way, and I'm gonna have to change direction. For example, if I'm on the byline and it's 2 or 3 and I want to change, go the other way, I would just normally just bring it out and go back to Keane and Ikiba or someone who's in the midfield, Scholze.
To change the play, the angle of attack.
Or when I'm in the middle of the pitch, I'm running one way, going the other direction and play it out to Giggsy or Scholze.
Right.
Or someone in the wing. And that's the, well, you can basically use it in any part of the field, but well, that's my position. I'm just making an example of my position I play in.
You can use the Cryuff as a midfielder trying to get out of trouble, or on the wing trying to outsmart a fullback.
Is there any other skill,
your
favourite skill you like to do to fake the defenders? Can you show that?
My favourite one is, I used to pick this up in South Africa, watching the old legends, Jomo Sono, you know, the master himself. And it's just when I'm on the wing and the right back normally comes, so he's thinking I'm going to cross, so I'm just giving him the fake. You know, that's normally I just do that to make myself a little bit of space. I'll show it again slowly. Take it out, roll, and go out again. Well, that's the next step.
The follow-up.
I think you have to be obviously a little bit insane, but be brave and courageous. You know, be strong-willed, have a good temperament. You know, you need to show that you have confidence in yourself and in your teammates. You know, when times get tough in there, they're going to look to you. So you need to make sure you're confident.
It's not just outfield players that need to be able to deal with the ball at their feet. Goalkeepers must be able to control a back pass from a teammate and pass it upfield. All this while being charged down by the opposition centre-forwards, as United's goalkeeping coach explains.
Good. With the situation that you've got now with the rule changes with the back pass, it's so important that the goalkeepers are comfortable dealing with the back pass and receiving the ball, giving themselves the best opportunity to pass the ball back out, to keep possession, or to deliver it further upfield.
A one-on-one situation for a goalie can mean the difference between winning and losing a game.
It's the hardest position on the pitch, because if you make one mistake, it's a goal. So everything's on your shoulder, and I enjoy the pressure, and that's what I love being like a keeper.
Nice and sharp. Yes,
Concentration is a must for a top goalkeeper. You might be out of the action for 89 minutes and be called upon to make a match-winning save in the 90th. With that much pressure, it's not surprising that many keepers have dreamt of playing outfield.
Yeah, I love it. And change. Change.
Yeah, I played up front, you know, but obviously I'm a goalkeeper for a reason. I wasn't that good, but I enjoy being out on the field and kicking it around.
United now have a formidable lineup of goalkeepers, including 3 internationals, all ready to put themselves in the firing line in the service of their team. Surely you have to be mad to be a keeper.
There's 22 out on a football pitch. 2 of them are standing there waiting for the ball to come to them. And 20 are chasing around like lunatics trying to get it. So who's mad now?
Just some explosion in your body, in your mind. It's a collective celebration. At Old Trafford, and you score there. It seems like the place is exploding around me as well and inside me too. It's a feeling that I chase all the time because it's such a brilliant thing that happens to you. The nicest goal I scored is a dribble from the halfway line against Fulham at home, and it was just a moment where everything around you just is not there. I just was there when I realized, that I was at Old Trafford, in a way, and it was a great feeling.
A goal is the ultimate end product of any skill. Watch Ruud here. He's using some of the turns you've learned to get himself in against the keeper. Head over the ball, body balanced and relaxed. All you need to do then is beat the keeper. Close in or at distance, the same rules apply. Pick your spot and place the ball with confidence. Ruud scored 44 goals in all competitions in the 2002-2003 season, and he loved every single one of them.
I think it's important to see the angle where you are, where you're going to put it. If you're a bit on the outside, goalkeeper is going to be the near post. You want to play most of the times to the left side. And I think you have to react where you are and where the goalkeeper is, and then decide quickly where you're going to put it.
You've heard from some of the stars who've shown you how to perform the skills that make United one of the greatest sides in the world. The rest of the first team are standing by, but first, the boss wants a word.
If you have a skill you can produce at a given moment, you must enjoy that, particularly if it's successful. So that's where perfection, and that's where the master of the ball has an enjoyment because he can do it.
Old Trafford, the playground of some of the world's greatest players.
If you take the outside.
In part 1, the stars showed you how to play like a champion. An unprecedented look behind the scenes. A skills masterclass from the best of the best.
If you're able to master these things, then you can go into the further thing. And the further thing is how you add to your armoury.
To add to your armoury, keep listening as the Manchester United first team share their skills with you. Can you match the champions? All the top players, all the greatest skills. Your chance to learn from the masters.
To be a top player, you have to have a vision, and also you have to have a talent that can overcome your opponent in a 1v1 situation.